In this video, we continue exploring drawing inside of layers, inside of panels, inside of Storyboard Pro 7, and we're going to be looking at the brush tool.
Brushes. So if I select a brush and then I go over to tool properties, here are all my brush properties. I'm going to hide the color. Now I can select any of the preset brushes. An important thing is you can also make your own brushes, and it's very easy. It just starts off whichever brush you happen to have selected at the moment. So let's say I had this one selected. One thing you can do is you can see all the properties of the brush. So here are the different properties of the particular brush that you have selected. So that's activated by doing this, which is basically a toggle. So let's say I have this brush selected. I could come here and create a new brush. If I have this open over here, I could create a new brush here. So what it's going to do is going to take all the pre-existing settings. One thing you might see when you first start is you only see these guys here. So what I can do is I can say textured vector, and that's what lets me see all these other more interesting type of brushes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say I'm going to create a new brush, and yeah, let's just call it brush 1. Click OK, and it automatically gets added here at the bottom. So now we can play with different aspects of the brush. Like, let's say for example we want to make it a little bit flatter like that, and maybe we want to rotate it, and maybe change the default sizes and modify the texture. Now with all these changes I made, if I were to just close this, my brush will stay at the state that it was when I created it. You have to click here to save your brush changes. So once I clicked here, we see that even the icon updated. So now I've got this brush. You can still change the size, but the general characteristics are going to be part of the particular brush settings. So now let's say you want to keep your brushes, your custom brushes, up here towards the top. What you can do is just change your icon size to small thumbnail, and grab your brush, click and hold, and bring it over here. And now your brush is there. You could go back to large thumbnail or stroke if you want. So now you have your custom brushes up here towards the front while you're working.